I knew sending Julius to handle Gluttony was a mistake, and in this episode you get to see just how bad of a mistake it truly is. Gluttony has martial arts, swordplay, and even magic. He's a real avatar of Gluttony. And honestly, out of all the Sin Archbishop's powers, I know you're gonna be in the comments like, duh, you're fat. We knew you were gonna choose Gluttony. But I have to say that Gluttony's power is the best Archbishop power I have seen in the show yet. Maybe when we get to Pandora, that mindset will change, but for now, Gluttony's the best. And honestly, I feel like this power should have gone to Sloth. I mean, if it did, we probably would not have a season 3 because Subaru would have gotten stomped. Although this power sounds like the best Sloth power I've ever heard. I don't have to work that hard, and I get everything that you've ever done in your life at the expense of a grueling battle with you. I mean, deal? Deal? Where's the papers that I need to sign? I'll take that. Give it here. Anyways, Julius and Ricardo are outclassed, and for him to pull out the welcome home trope mid-battle is devastating and devious. I love how in the episode where Subaru sees Gluttony for the first time, Julius says, don't let your emotions overshadow your battle intent. But in this battle with Gluttony for Julius, he goes absolutely off the rails. I know it's a reasonable crash out, but it's just funny to see him, the nonchalant king, get mad for the first time we've ever seen it like this. Capella, while we're speaking about authority powers, probably has the most grotesque power imaginable. It's just shape-shifting, but every time she shape-shifts, my skin crawls. It feels like watching a melted candle mold itself back into whatever it wants to mold itself into. Al, though, is probably more devious than Gluttony. He is one for calling Felix a cat femboy, which came out of complete left field. It caught me totally off guard. And then secondly, for holding his sword, his blade, to Anastasia, because that's exactly what we need while fighting some witch coaches. In fighting, yes. But before we can get enveloped in that, Capella shows that she isn't dead in the most grotesque way. Rats, bro, can this... Anyways, while showing that she isn't dead, she tells Felix that the hope that she has in Krupp's recovery is dead in the water. Even if you kill Capella, the blood of her won't leave its targets. But Reinhardt, man, he's probably a true sword saint. He's the trump card of ReZero, and I'll stand on that. He has intervened in 2 fights that wasn't his, in 2 fights that had nothing to do with him. It's pretty much saying if he's 50 feet away, you can count on Reinhardt to save the day no matter where he is. I mean, he's just a hero, and that's all he ever will be. Puck said it best. But if there's any person to shine a light on, if there's any boy to shine that light on, it has to be our best boy, Otto. I have to say, I didn't put any stocks into Otto in his fight with Gluttony because it's Otto, bro. He has no fighting experience, but he showed me what he lacks in fighting, he has that in his brains. If you put him in a cave with some scraps, he might appear out as Iron Man. I mean, he was smart enough to catch Light off guard, not once, but twice, and he found out his whole authority. That's not even the juiciest part of this episode. The juiciest part, hands down, of this episode has to be when the one who shall not be named got named. Otto was about to get devoured when Beatrice stepped in, and Otto was scared to say Beatrice's name because of Gluttony's authority. But Gluttony shocked both of them when he said her name anyway, because he had already devoured somebody who knew it. He had already devoured somebody who was waiting on their hero, Natsuki Subaru, to save her, which means he also knows Subaru's name. So, with that being said, he knows Beatrice's name because they stay in the mansion with him. He knows Subaru's name, so there only has to be one person that he could have devoured to know all of that. And that one person that Gluttony name dropped was Rem. Why Baden Kaidos, man? He's a sick bastard, but he's a sick bastard for all the right reasons, and I love that. I love how much ReZero can make you hate someone, especially when they're a villain. And I'm speaking for myself and the Rem fans when I say I can't wait for him to be defeated. ReZero, man, the villains in this show can paint a dangerous picture. I mean, even with Regulus, you can see that the villainy of him, with his wise, with how he treats other people, with how he feels like he's so much above other people. And then when you really get to learn his authority, it's like, how are you treating people like that when your authority is, it's cool, it's fire. And especially when you take into account how many people you would have to kill to get to Regulus, and how strong Regulus kind of was. It made sense, but at the same time, it's like, all right, bro, I killed your wives. Now you ain't not nothing, bro. You under me right now, bro. But Regulus was still such a cool villain, and the prospect of his evilness, that it made you want to root against him so bad. So when Amelia got to spamming AB on him, sticking him in the face, and when he finally bit the bullet, you could tell, like, it felt like the heroes had won. It felt like the good guys had won, and they did. But with this episode with Capella and Gluttony, it feels like the villainy is off the charts. Like the chart is over there breaking, bro. Capella is one of the nastiest, and I mean, she deserves her title of Archbishop of Lust, bro. Everything she does just makes me say, ugh. I'm not gonna lie. Everything she does makes me disgusted. It's something about Capella just doesn't do anything for me. I don't like it, but I can see where that lustfulness comes from. You feel me? Everything she does is disgusting. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just weird. It's just nasty. But when you use nastiness in the favor of yourself, you have a person like Gluttony, who is using people's past against them, who is using other people's skill and other people's redeeming qualities to boost himself up and bring other people down. Gluttony is definitely a true villain, and I know for the Rim fans, and I can finally say her name now. You can still say the meme, but it has lost its validity since her name has been dropped in the season. Now we know who Rim is. But you can still say whatever, it doesn't matter to me. What I want to say is the fact that he is able to make Beatrice mad. He is able to make a nonchalant king. We've never seen Julius be mad before. We've seen him sad because Subaru died once, but even then he was still like keeping up that nonchalant act. He was mad enough to bite his lip hard enough to draw blood. That's crazy. He was able to make all those guards angry about stuff that happened in their past too, which is crazy because he doesn't even know them. He doesn't know most of the people here, and he was able to one-tap majority of those guards. And then he has swordplay on top of that. Then he has martial arts, real martial arts, dragon martial arts. Like real bad martial arts. He hits you, you're drawing, you're throwing up blood kind of martial arts. And then on top of that, he's able to pull up water magic dragons. Like, Gluttony, man. And I knew it. I said when we got into the meeting to send certain people towards Gluttony, I don't think the first Gluttony with Felt and Otto, I don't think that was a part of the mission. But when I saw that, and when I saw that we were sending Julius and Ricardo to go fight Gluttony, I said that, and people in the comments were like, yeah, bro, it's Julius, bro, he's like that. No, hell no, we're seeing that Julius is not like that, bro. You gotta remember, Gluttony took down Rim, the same Rim that was, imagine yourself in a forest, dark as hell, muddy, rainy, all this bullshit, and pit bulls, bloodlusted, red in the eye, pit bulls, 50 of them are coming to kill you, and you have to fight back. Rim did that, and she healed herself. She was able to fight back for hours. No water, no food. She was doing that for hours. So I just don't see Julius put in that same situation coming out unscathed. I don't know. You can fight with me on the comments. I'm willing to fight about this, but I just don't think Julius was the man for the job, and he's proving me right. Maybe he's gonna show me that I'm a fool, and you know, maybe I'm gonna see that he has more to offer, but right now I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it. But with this episode being put out, you can definitely see like the villainness of this show. When they have real true villains, they know how to show it. But how do you feel about this episode of ReZero? I feel like it was probably more lackluster than the last episode and the one before that, definitely before that, but it still was a good episode. I still rated 10 out of 10. But how do you feel about it? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and hit the little bell just to show me some extra love. And other than that, I have nothing else to say, but thank you for watching this video. Thank you for White Fox for putting out some ReZero. I can't wait to get to next week. Other than that, I have nothing else to say, but thank you for watching this video, and peace. I'm a little weird sometimes, I know.